Thank you all for joining us. Nico from Unicorn Riot. We are live in the streets of Hamburg as the police have made an incursion into the neighborhoods. They've rolled down the neighborhood, the streets, and now they're smashing glass with their hammers, as well as getting glass smashed at them. They're basically arresting this person using pain compliance right now. They're twisting his wrist, and that's one of the tactics used. Pain compliance. Come on, press.
Jetzt komm mal runter hier! Ganz ruhig, Alter!
Oh, fuck, I'm press, man! Press!
Komm mal runter,
Motherfucker just took swings at us. Sorry about the data connection difficulties we've been having. Try to stay up for you all. Air support team, can you post that last video if it's a draft? Basically in Hamburg, it wasn't even riots. There was nothing going on. The police enforced their way into the neighborhood using massive amounts of power. Tons of force units as well as water cannons. And right now, where they are, we have officers redoing their boots. There's tons of officers everywhere around here. This is Rota Flora on the left side of us. We just talked to one of the officers a minute ago who's told us to keep back from the water cannons as they weren't safe. And they run out of fuel. And he said something about fuel. Anyways, what happened was people were just drinking, just chilling, having fun in the neighborhood of St. Pauli. The police rolled in with their water cannons. You can see it on the live stream. Hopefully it's up. If it's not up, it'll be up soon. Hopefully as a video. So again, police are continuing to move their way into these neighborhoods really deep. They're facing resistance still. Tons of people on the streets. If you want to see how big the streets, how much the streets were in, how much people were in the streets, check out the earlier streams from today. We sort of did a run through of last night's coverage as well as today's coverage, where we didn't go live during the march, but there was a 200,000 person march. Police are now monitoring these areas around Rota Flora and behind the area. And so they've incurred their way all the way into the neighborhood, all the way down the same street. Intense clashes were happening yesterday. And now the police seem to be possibly done with whatever mission they were on. I saw a few arrests. Yeah, there's just tons of people out here. People were just sort of drinking and having fun, and people had to run. There's tons of bottles in the street. It's totally unsafe for a lot of people. The police just made it a lot unsafer by doing that. So yeah, if you want to see what was going on a little bit ago, I think the video's up on live stream. Go to livestream.com/unicornriot. If you're on Facebook, I think it might be on Facebook as well. If you want to chat with us on live stream, go to livestream.com/unicornriot. Find the event page. This event, I think, is Solidarity Without Borders. Police are now running down the street. So the police are using a water cannon over here now. And they're running through this area. Looks like they're running after one person. And there's a melee over there. There's tons of glass being thrown now. A melee of press that congregated on the scene as they ran after one person specifically. And the police are creating this drama. It's important to point out. People were just chilling, having a good time. Like, there was nothing happening to the police. There was a few moments out on the street where the police told people to move, and people weren't moving fast enough. Here's the police pushing press. Press have been pepper sprayed and beat. We as press as Unicorn Riot have been beat multiple times. We saw a little bit ago an officer take a swing at the camera. I don't know if I got it on film, so I was trying not to have my phone broken. Streaming on the phone right now. Police are moving this person away from the area. There's people doing a small dance party in front of the water cannon. That's all police you see in the background. Helmeted and shielded. Almost got smashed with a bottle. Hit my legs. Definitely rising hope on live streamers chatting, saying it seems like the police want to fight. Totally they want to fight. There was nobody really doing anything to them. People were chilling. There's something called cornering where people just stand on the corner and drink, and it's actually turned into a protest nowadays, but that's been what happened. That's been what's happening. Basically you sort of have like some hippie type of folks doing some dances in front of the water cannon. Down the street there's people and police lights way back there. So we'll see. I don't know if they have this whole area sort of kettled in a way, but we'll see. They do have police up there, and they have police on the other side. So they're definitely trying to control this area and not sort of have what happened yesterday happen. As Hamburg was sort of lit afire in a lot of ways. Wow, in the chat they say there's already one guy in a coma from being beaten by the police. I totally believe it. They said they had to remove his spleen. Police are fairly violent out here. And now we have a line of police that are walking back through in the middle of the neighborhood, middle of the street, getting sort of berated by the people. It's a mission of intimidation. I'm not sure if it was 100% successful. We will see throughout the night. But there goes one unit of police officers. And the cannons are still up here. As that officer, that unit of officers walks back through the neighborhood. Yeah, we saw earlier, and we've seen instances on the news about, we saw with our own eyes about folks getting detained that weren't German. So essentially there's a lot of people from all around the world that are here, and a lot all around Europe. Europe's a small continent, or a small place with quite a few nations, and people travel from all over to take part in the G20 protests. And the German police have been cracking down on them in the way of detaining folks, their IDs and whatnot. And we saw some of that with our own eyes. If you go to the live stream page, we have a 15-minute video that shows Italian citizens getting detained and then released. We have a video up on Twitter that shows them getting sort of their bags looked at while they're getting detained. And so check out our Twitter feed, UR_ninja. So we have the police that have created. I just see that one of our cameramen, Andrew, got knocked to the ground and attacked by police during that onslaught.
Unterlassen Sie alle strafbaren Handlungen oder wir werden ohne weitere Alarmierung Wasser gegen Sie
bunch of arrests have happened tonight, just now. I have no idea how many.
An alle Unbeteiligten und Schaulustig. Ziehen Sie sich sofort aus diesem Bereich zurück oder Sie könnten von polizeilichen Maßnahmen betroffen sein.
You have a female body person talking to the police officer up there. Yeah, in the live stream chat, there's a video from the train station where people are getting checked on their IDs.
Rechtzeitig neben dem Wasserwerfer Niedersachsen 2. Letzte Aufforderung, entfernen Sie sich aus dem Bereich des Wasserwerfer Niedersachsen 2. Oder Sie werden Wasser gegen Sie einsetzen.
So again, there's still people stopping this movement of this water cannon. People trying to beg with the police officers to stop their violence. There's police officers pushing press away. The police have formed basically a line around all this area, and they're stopping people from accessing that area. And they're smashing bottles with their batons. We've seen that continuously tonight. Son, motherfuckers need to learn how to go. Police are now forming a bigger line at this intersection. Not sure what they're proposing, what they're going to do, but it seems like they'll probably be crashing into the people that are in front of them, as a lot of bottles are getting smashed around them. People have bad aim out here with their bottles. They're all drunk, not thrown correctly. There goes the water cannon.
An die Person rechtzeitig des Wasserwerfers Niedersachsen 2. Ziehen Sie sich augenblicklich zurück. Oder wir werden Wasser gegen Sie einsetzen.
People are getting blasted with water.
Beteiligter Bereich, der auf einmal beschlossen wird. Und da steht kein
water cannon has been turned off for the moment. Die Rache vergessen. Was die Rache vergessen?
Ja, dann sollen sie die rausholen, die eine Flasche werfen, aber nicht alle anderen.
Cops are shining their lights up on the buildings. Police are back there giving orders behind the end of the street. More people are coming in. People were chanting "No bottles." Police are changing formations. More bottles are being tossed. This is a tear gas canister shooter.
Gehen Sie keine Straftaten, andererseits werden wir Wasser gegen Sie einsetzen. An alle Unbeteiligten und Schaulustigen im Bereich empfehlen Ihnen, ziehen Sie sich umgehend aus diesem Bereich zurück. Andernfalls könnten Sie von polizeilichen Eingriffsmaßnahmen betroffen sein. 23:19 Ende der Durchsage.
It's normal in America to see crowd control weapons such as 40mm guns, which will carry marker rounds and smoke grenades and concussion grenades and whatnot. At the G20, the German police have been shooting tear gas, small canisters of tear gas, and smashing people. This person is doused with water. He was standing in front of the water cannon for a long time. And so that's what you saw right there. It's basically one of the crowd control weapons that the German police have been using. They're chanting, "Put the weapon back." Thank you, Nordkeys, for that translation. Yeah, the police are very, very aggressive today. Nordkeys says the chants behind the "put down your weapons" before that was "we are peaceful, what about you?" It was exactly like literally the group. I was just down this street 5-10 minutes before all this madness started, and it was very peaceful. People were chilling, having fun, and right now it's totally different. And it's totally different because the police created whatever happened from the police. So those officers are going to talk to the other unit that's up there. There's tons of police up here. I would guess 100 or so at this intersection. And they're sort of in a oval shape. And they've taken all of the intersections essentially around here and they've gone into the side street as well as gone into that street, and they've used a water cannon on that street as well as up into the apartment buildings. So that's just happened tonight, just a few minutes ago. Again, this stream is only be going for 20 minutes. We lost connection at some moment before in the other stream. So if you missed that, go check out the other stream at livestream.com/unicornriot and go into the posts if you want to check that. Pull up another tab, open them up, and watch them together if you want. Go to unicornriot.ninja and check out the new video that we put up from yesterday. Massive riots happening yesterday. We got a new post and video up for that. That's on our website as well as on Vimeo. We use Vimeo to put out our videos. We do have a YouTube channel as well. You can subscribe to all of those such things. On Vimeo, I think we are vimeo.com/unicornriot. And I'm not sure the exact title of our page on YouTube. And so this is Rotaflora. This is the squat that's been squatted for 27 years, 28 years or so. The police haven't gone into it that I've seen. Police moved down the block. Now they're just standing there. Moving down the block in different units. That's just one squad that's moving up there. And then there's other squads coming up. Thank you, air support team. And the police are now moving through very quickly and abruptly. Again, they're exercising force, trying to show that they own this neighborhood, or at least the security of it at the moment. Police officers are running back now, walking back. Down the street you can see that there's a little small barricade that had been set up. There's still police officers that are over here pushing people back off the street. And there's a unit of about 4, 5, 10, 25 or so right here, as they continue to hold this intersection, control it, push people off. This person has a crowd control weapon. So this is where the police are, just taking up their space. Down the street you can see basically a small barricade had been set up from the police incursion into this neighborhood, trying to do what they can to show force, it seems. Again, this happened a small time ago. This is just one spot of everything that's happening. The police came in multiple areas, and they've split off the neighborhood. The neighborhood was, again, about 5,000 to 10,000 folks were out here They just split everybody in halves. Multiple fragments of people now that are on each different block. And the police are cutting through, and they've arrested quite a few folks. Tons of arrests from what I see in here, as well as beat people up. Yeah, if you go to the livestream.com/Unicorn Riot event page that this is broadcasted on, there's a chat in that event page. And that chat is filled with some of the links where you can find our work. And this is Volta Flora. The people are chanting, we're all anti-fascists. Siamo tutti antifascisti. Yeah, the police have the roads blocked everywhere. If you're watching on Facebook, you can join us on live stream. And you can ask questions to me if you would like. I will try to do my best to monitor the chat. Twitter says the Special Force SWAT helicopters landing right near you. Yeah, I believe it. There's been 6 helicopters in the sky all night, maybe more. Hey, what's up, Grey Dog? What's up, Sophisticated? What's up, Beautiful Girl? Says you are have a profile on Ashley Madison. That's hilarious. Yeah, we do have an Instagram. I'm not sure the specific title of it. But if you type in Unicorn Riot Instagram, we haven't been super posting. We'll try to do what we can. Again, so the police came in on their own volition and broke up basically a street party that was happening. People were just chilling, enjoying their time. Police came in. You see it right now. This was a march of 200,000 people earlier today. Very family friendly, very peaceful. The police attacked it in multiple instances. They're now attacking somebody right now. And they're receiving more bottles. There's about 15 police officers with a bunch of other police officers involved. They're videotaping the whole thing. They have a top light up here. They're getting tossed some more beer, more bottles. They have pepper spray ready. They formed a phalanx, and so they have the arrested person in the middle of it. They're doing whatever they are to him, probably using pain compliance. There goes some bottle right off a police head. The police officer moves over. They've now moved the arrested person out a little bit, and now they're shooting the water cannon again. They're shooting the water cannon again at the people who formed in the street after the arrest. So it's a cycle, you know, it's a continual cycle that happens. A reaction causes every action causes a reaction, and these are some of the reactions that happen. I'm live too. Thank you. Okay. We're all working together. Go up here, then come right now. What the fuck? Some fucking mainstream press is telling me to move. Get the fuck out of here. They're live. I'm live too, man. Move up here then. I said come right next to me, you know? Come on now. Anyway, so this is what we have right now. The police are continually moving in. Arresting folks every now and then. Right over here we have people taking the street again, and so these water cannons will be shooting at the people very shortly. And here comes the police coming through this neighborhood again. Yeah, we will be posting some of these pictures to Instagram. Sophisticated puppets. I'm sorry about my language. That's just like ridiculous to me. I hate that mainstream press telling me to move. Fuck out of here. Police running down that neighborhood again. I don't care if you got a $1,000 camera, $15,000 camera. I got my phone. And you all watching. So thank you all for tuning in. It's Nico from Unicorn Riot. We are live from the streets of Hamburg. The police are sweeping in pretty deep. Pushing people back. This is the streets of intense riots yesterday and the day before, essentially. Yesterday, very well. A lot of riots yesterday. There was helicopters in the sky again. There were 6 helicopters earlier today. Ooh, somebody's getting beat up right there. Police out there. Pepper spray out. Ready to spray close. All pressed up on the front line. There's more bottles getting tossed at police. So again we have, this is Rote Floor, this is where we are, Shelter Block, I think, street. Police are moving in up there on the side street. Oh yeah, sophisticated, so that means like we're in their stream all the time, they're behind us. I don't know. If that was Reuters, fuck them. They make money off this shit. We bring it to y'all for the context. There goes police moving in on the sidewalk area. And they're just very, very provocative today. Coming through this area, it was a bunch of parties. They waited till the dark. They came through and showed a bunch of force. They've been harassing and detaining folks who aren't from Germany, who are from other places in Europe. Susie Q says this reminds them of NATO 2012 in Chicago. I guess the brute force of it does, like the batons and the beatdowns definitely do. But I would say that there's definitely some differences, so I can see your similarities for sure, 100%. And then the differences I would say was that, you know, this is even bigger, seemingly, of a police state, because essentially I don't know, it just seems much more different. And maybe that's because I'm from the United States. Security there was very tight as well, but here it's like the resistance is much bigger, and so therefore it's different tactics that the police officers use and whatnot. And so it's because the resistance is so much bigger, it has to be different tactics on their end. So I guess those are the differences that I see. Those officers are running up that neighborhood again as well, and then they're shutting off clearing. So I couldn't really follow after them. I knew that because they had already shut it off before that, or else I would have followed them. So we see consistent just maneuvering of protesters. They're not allowing free movement very clearly, trying to intimidate people. And I think I can get to the other side of here. I'm going to try and see if I can move down the block a little bit. Give you all a different vantage point. We'll see. to the different area. We'll see what's happening down here. Seems like this is the front line of the fight right now, because I don't see any other police cars down the street, but we'll check it out. Somebody in the stream chat says, who is it? Let me see. Mikey, what's up? Thanks for that funny comment saying Reuters should split their money with us. I haven't seen any of Reuters coverage yet, but I do know they have a lot of money and they have the ability to put a lot of folks out into the streets, and then also beyond that have a mixer all getting paid for this. Look at this, is another news agency telling somebody to move. You ain't gotta move for them. You don't have to move for them. So it's like continual like mainstream press on their fuck shit. So right here we have the back of 2 APCs and a water cannon. And again, the police are just pushing through this neighborhood. Right up here you have a helicopter. The police are coming down the block up the street. That's a ZDF second main station in Germany. Yeah, I mean, they're telling the dude to move. They can't have a normal, natural shot? I don't know, that's weird to me. You don't have to tell people to move to get a camera shot. Thank you, Norkeys, for the info. And yeah, if the police were facing this type of resistance in America, they definitely would have fired live rounds by now. Trying to make sure I have my whereabouts with me before these police come rushing in. As when they walk, they're just trampling over a bunch of glass. This is the BFE. You see all the symbols on the back of their uniforms. You got a T, you got a B, you got Roman numeral 3. They took a couple bottles to their crew. As they now push down the block. Deeper and deeper. So we have units here that are sort of just standing here deployed. This person has a camera. These guys are just chilling, really, not really doing much. The rest of the people, the rest of the police are doing other things, like a force squad. Excuse me real quick. Thank you, sir. I'm going to switch to this other side. Police are coming down this block. So they've been looking down the block, looking for people, looking for things. I'm not sure if they targeted any specific person. You see the red LED lights on their shoulders. Those are like maybe like captains or like lieutenants type things, where those people are sort of probably running the show. They have LED lights, like sticks. And the light sticks will sometimes blink in different colors and show different schemes of tactics that they're going to use when entering the situation. The police are using the spotlight up there to look into the building. More bottles are being tossed. police are trying to target all the people who are tossing bottles. So now they're targeting this crowd over here. We have a bunch of people sitting down right now in front of the police. Definitely armed police with powder cans. A lot different than yesterday. This is a very peaceful gathering. Only a couple bottles have been thrown. The police have been very violent. They beat a lot of people already when they ran into this neighborhood. One of our journalists got beat, Andrew. Cameraman, producer, whatnot. Again, this is a sort of a larger this is what they're facing. Police have stopped their movement from into that block. They're now coming back this direction. They're still blocking the middle of the road up there, but that little unit that had run over there is now done. This police officer has his can ready. 100% ready. He's looking all over, really ready. This officer is now moving. He was trying to be nice to the press, say you can take a spot. The press didn't trust it. They literally beat the shit out of people in press all this week, so why would you trust that he was trying to let you have that spot? They act like there's... Yeah, let's just trust what he's saying. He already beat the shit out of people all fucking week. Sorry, it's just like ridiculous. A different unit now is coming down this area again. Pushing people out of the way and form a line, possibly, or just take up space on the wall. One of the two. Again, they're just splitting protesters up, and from the maneuvers of the police, they're just splitting people up continuously. Boom, boom, boom. There was 5,000 to 10,000 people in the street alone, and they just fragmented them in tons of different areas. And from that fragmentation, it's the same thing sort of we saw during the Welcome to Hell March before it got going 2 days ago, when they broke people up, splintered them off, and then they rove through the city, organized units, and just like rampaged it. It doesn't seem like that's the case right now, unless there's reports of other things going on.
Wir möchten Sie deshalb auffordern,
But over the last couple of days, people have been resisting very hard, very much, showing very much resistance. You see, this officer has some kind of
einmal der Appell, hielten sich umgehend
stuff
auf
going
diesen
on
Bereich
him as well as the other one.
Ende der Durchsage
Not sure what just happened. I think they're making an arrest. Moving down the block a little bit more. Everybody's getting pushed down with their head down, arrested.
Die Durchsage aufgrund des Verhaltens aus Gruppierungen mit Steinen und Flaschenwürfen werden Videos und Tonaufzeichnungen von diesem Wasserwerk ausgefertigt.
English? English? Do you speak English?
Go back. Go
Back?
this way.
Okay. So you saw that person get arrested. He's getting his head pushed down while he's being forced to walk straight. Again, not sure what he did. Possibly they spotted him out for thinking he threw a bottle. Cops just said they take videos and audio. Yeah, they do. They definitely take videos and audio. They have tons of video cameras out here. And they have tons of shooters out here nowadays. This wasn't very prevalent the first couple nights. And now they have the crowd control weaponry. Little dance party up here. Mikey, if you go into our stream from yesterday, you'll see police sort of pepper spray and pull people out of the way who were just sitting in the street. So, I mean, that's happened. In America, they definitely just beat the shit out of people. They beat the shit out of people here, some of the blockades. So, it definitely is a reality, pretty hardcore. Okay, thank you for the chant, for the translation. They're saying better dance than G20. Yeah, we are right in front of Ropa Flora. Basically on the corner, not right in front. Again, the police just swept in with their water cannons and massive brute force squads running through the neighborhoods, beating the shit out of people, arresting quite a few folks, and they've been roaming through up and down these side streets. And There's another side street on the other side of Rota Flora that has a park in the back, and that park seemed to have been ransacked. A bunch of water. A bunch of water was shot from this street into the park area. Police are making formations again up here. Yeah, if you are watching on Facebook and you want to hear some of the translations that are going on out here because you're from America or you speak English or another language, therefore you can go to livestream.com/Unicorn Riot, check out this event page. This event is called Saturday Without Borders because that was the earlier action. You can do that and get translations because there's a lot of translations going on from Nordkeys. Who's one of the folks that is giving good translations and a good community of audience to the people seem to be pretty bad that these are throwing bottles. Again, this is sort of a standoffs right now. The police were filming this person put a t-shirt over his face. And there's a little unit right here of police officers that's just standing in the middle of the sidewalk. There's people on this side, and there's people on this side, and there's 5 officers right here. Sounds like the officers are cracking bottles. They've been using their baton to smash bottles. So right now it's pretty tame. Events happening. Police already made their incursion into the neighborhood, already violently smashed through people. Again, I think Andrew was beat. I saw that go over one of our communication loops, and he was out here covering it. We have a new video from yesterday where we were all sort of, the people of us, the Unicorn Riot, were in the street. We were all just doused with water and tear gas and whatnot. But we have a new video up for you all to show some of the things that happened. So it's sort of chilly night out here in Hamburg. People were just chilling. There was a massive demonstration earlier today, about 200 folks, or 200,000 folks. People say, maybe more, maybe less. I'm not sure. It's very hard to tell. I know the anti-capitalist bloc was probably at least 5,000, possibly 10,000. Massive. Kurdish bloc, pro-Kurdish and pro-YPG, YPJ. Pretty massive as well. Thousands of folk in that as well. So anyways, people had just come back to this area and were chilling. The scene was, the streets were intense riots yesterday. And the police are seemingly now trying to control this whole area. They've basically cornered off Rota Flora. And that's worrisome for a lot of people. Because there's police on this side of Rota Flora. And there's police on the other side of Rota Flora. And they are walking through the street. Doesn't mean that they're going to go in Rota Flora, but there's a park behind Rota Flora that is liked by a lot of people. There's a police officer running after somebody right now. I didn't want to zoom in because I didn't want to lose the focus. He stopped running after somebody as I was saying it. There's a group of about 15 officers in front of us. There's a group about 30 officers over here. 2 water cannons down the street. 2 water cannons down this street. APC behind them. And the police are making a move. Seems like they may be going into the street a little further. Yeah, they're coming down, they're moving around. So those officers just came from this side, they came that way. These officers come from this side and now they're coming that way. Changing of the guard. Those other officers are running behind. I have no idea what that announcement was. If you're in the chat and you could translate that, that'd be great. And this unit is now moving again. This unit is staying in a line. They have 2, 4, 6, 8, about 15, 20 people in this line facing this way to us. They have other people facing that way. And so that's what's happening right there. We're now moving a little bit wider apart from each other. Again, if you like our work, go to unicornriot.ninja. Think about supporting our work. We're a volunteer-operated, viewer-supported, nonprofit, educational media organization from the United States of America. So-called United States of America, as a lot of people like to say. Okay, so these police officers are setting up themselves in front of Rotaflora. They've sent officers behind Rotaflora on that direction. They've run after people. There's other officers over here, I believe. There's tons going on out here. There's no way we can be all in the same spot as everything that's happening. The streets are pretty wide-ranging. Again, the police are just sort of chilling out in front of Rotaflora. They blocked off these 2 streets from people. Some of the officers next to me that are in the street are looking at maps. Other officers are talking into their walkie-talkies. I don't even know what NTV is, but thank you. If it was me you saw, I don't know. I'm not really paying attention to the other press out here. I'm just trying to document what's happening with the police and their continual beatdowns of people who are chilling out. This police officer has a big old camera. Okay, so Nordkey says in better news, or for now, the SEK seems to be gone or at least moved back. SEK, I think, is like one of their higher ranking squads that they use. I'm not sure. Yes, it was you. Okay, thanks, Alexander. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm not really. So right here we have a tank that's just like chilling out. And it has a very bright light up on this building above it. Very bright. So tons of police officers everywhere down this street. They're not prohibiting movement, so they're letting people move around. I'm wondering if they're going to be doing this all night. It's probably a possibility that they'll be here just all night continuously. This is their neighborhood now, is what they're probably trying to show, as they're just lounging in groups. They're just lounging in like 15, 20, you know what I mean, like 30 over here, 15 over here, 30 back there, water cannon.